Hello everyone. Today I want to present you WebOS's new features and some example websites. Mainly what we can do with WebOS. On the previous video we were talking about Lightning Editor, so we have some new features. I will talk about that. Also I will show some example websites, what we can do, what we can code with Lightning Editor. I'm launching the application. First example is about SVG images. As you know or may not know, SVG is known as Scalable Vector Graphics. In WebOS, we need to use Scalable Vector Graphics, SVG, for images. So what is Scalable Vector Graphic? I will show you with the code. It's like an HTML, but we have some paths in it. This is the Apple logo. Opening and closing tag corresponds to the Apple logo. This is the tiger logo. It's a very big SVG, by the way. Goes on and on. What is the SVG's advantages are it can scale forever. It is not like PNG or JPEG images. So if you prepare your images in SVG, you can scale it to very big sizes. You can use icons, etc., with SVG. Let's continue with the second example. This example shows responsive design, media queries in WebOS preview window. If I resize the window, media query changes the background color with writing iPhone in the index HTML. If I resize it, it changes the color to light blue to the iPad size. If I resize it further, this is the desktop size. And there's an SVG grid on the background, so you can code your websites pixel perfect way. This is the full width. WebOS adapts itself to the responsive design and media query styles. Let me show you some code. This is the body, grid, iPad, iPhone CSS styles. Media queries are here. Very simple and clean. Let's continue with the next example. You can embed any type of font to the WebOS from internet. If you get the embed code, CSS styles of that font, served outside, served in a server, you can embed anything. This is a serif font. This is Roboto, and this is the bold Roboto font. As you see, this is the links to the font. Let's continue with the next example. In WebOS, you can code accessibility stuff too. And this demo shows you simple JavaScript which you can code with Lightning editor. Background 1, background 2, background 3. We have 3 buttons. It changes the background when you click them. What I mean from accessibility is if you click plus icon, it changes the font size. Also, it lowers the font size. This is basic JavaScript. Let me demonstrate the code. Background button, document query selector, IDs, then event listeners for the buttons, background colors, and font sizes. Very simple JavaScript. Let's continue with the next example. In WebOS, you can also develop animations with the help of animation libraries. You can embed animation libraries from internet. Here's a very simple JavaScript code for that animation library and some theme CSS for the animation library. As you see, WebOS can run very smooth transitions, very smooth animations in your personal computers. Let's continue with the next example. Here's a smooth and complex animation example. Previous example was very simple and rotating square, but in this one there are many squares, as you see, 14 by 5 grid, and animations runs very smoothly. Let's continue with the next example. You can also code 3D websites in WebOS. This is a complex animation and nearly complex, no complex 3D effect, but you are free to use prototype. You are free to develop any website with your WebOS Lightning editor. You can embed libraries from internet, as you see. Let me demonstrate some JavaScript. Here are the JavaScript code we have written for the demo. We have some cubes rotation values manipulated, and some stagger animation is developed. Let's continue with the last example. This is again a 3D website, a timeline animation example. This is also fairly complex one. You need to use completely JavaScript for those examples. Previous example and this one. Let's demonstrate some code. Again, we have some scene setup, light, geometry, animation and animation keyframes. Second of all, we have some new features. As I mentioned previously before, we can create some new HTML and we can link HTMLs with that links when we develop websites. So if I click add new HTML button, when I choose the Active Directory and click add new HTML button, I can create a new HTML. It appears on the list. Immediately I can see the source code. Then I can give some links to that HTML. Now I will run index.html and navigate through some HTML pages. If I click 01, I will go to 02, 01. Link to 02 goes to 02 HTML. If I click to 02 HTML's link, I will navigate through index. So we have 3 pages here. As you see, and they are linked together, and we have a running website. Thanks for watching this video and have a good day.